Once again, welcome to Man's $1 Million Mindset, 5,000 to 1. Those were the odds, the kind of odds you'd get for finding a pearl in a fish and chips supper. That was the chance given to a forgotten football club from England to win the richest, most unforgiving league on the planet. For 132 years, this team had been like a guest at a banquet who was never once invited to the main table. This is the story of how a team of underdogs pulled off the single greatest fairy tale in the history of sports. For most of its life, Leicester City Football Club was defined by near misses, always the groomsman and never the groom. But in 2008, they hit rock bottom, getting relegated to the third tier of English football, the equivalent of a blockbuster movie studio being forced to make local TV commercials. They clawed their way back, but their return to the Premier League in 2014 was a disaster. For 140 days, they were dead last, a ship taking on water with no land in sight. But then, something clicked. In the final 9 games of the season, they caught fire, winning an incredible 7 matches to stay in the league. It became known as the Great Escape, a last-second plot twist that forged a belief that would set the stage for a miracle. But in a shocking move, the manager who engineered the escape was fired. His replacement was Claudio Ranieri, a charming Italian whose last job ended in a humiliating loss to the part-time Faroe Islands national team. The experts agreed. Leicester was doomed. Ranieri's team wasn't full of superstars. It was a motley crew of overlooked players, an orchestra assembled from musicians other conductors had rejected. Their attack was led by Jamie Vardy, who just a few years earlier was working in a factory. On the wing was Riyad Mahrez, and in midfield was N'Golo Kante, a total unknown signed for just £5.6 million, the equivalent of finding a priceless painting at a garage sale. As the 2015-16 season kicked off, pundits said their early success was a fluke that would never last. They were a firework expected to dazzle for a moment and then burn out by Christmas. Except they didn't. At the heart of it all was Jamie Vardy, who went on a rampage, scoring in 11 straight Premier League games and shattering a record. By Christmas, Leicester City were top of the league. The turning point came in February when they traveled to face their closest rival, the powerhouse Manchester City. It was David versus a Goliath armed with a machine gun. Instead of the bubble bursting, Leicester put on a masterclass, dismantling them 3-1 in their own stadium. The world finally believed this was real. The pressure in the final months was suffocating, but Leicester stayed bizarrely calm. Then came the night of May 2nd, 2016. The squad was crammed into Jamie Vardy's house to watch their last rival Tottenham play Chelsea. If Tottenham failed to win, the title was theirs. Tottenham raced to a 2-0 lead, and the dream felt like it was slipping away. But then, Chelsea fought back, staging a comeback that felt like a Hollywood ending. With just minutes left, Eden Hazard curled a perfect shot into the top corner to make it 2-2. The final whistle blew and pandemonium erupted. Against 5,000 to 1 odds, Leicester City were the champions of England. While his players celebrated, Claudio Ranieri was on a plane, having kept a promise to have lunch with his 96-year-old mother. It was a story that gave hope to every underdog, proving that in an era dominated by money, a forgotten key can still unlock the world's greatest treasure. Make sure if you like this video to subscribe to Man's $1 Million Mindset. What do you think is the greatest underdog story in sports history? Let us know in the comments below.